Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Fred Razak at CMTrading. Today is July 13th, 2017, and today is Thursday morning. So looking at the economic events of the day, just a couple of events really coming up at 2:30 South African time. PPI numbers, price per index number. So that's an important inflationary number that's coming out. And then we have the continuation of FED Chairman Yellen testifying today at 4 o'clock South African time. Now let's see what's been happening yesterday with FED Chairman initial testifying yesterday in front of Congress. Let's see what's been going on. And then has a lot been going on yesterday. So let's see. So we're looking here at the Euro USD, finally above this point again, selling off yesterday quite sharply, 1476 down to 1421, and then bouncing again. We're at 1447, so it's a nice bounce we have. Remember, I wanted to see this hold this line of 1436, and we breached it yesterday, but let's see how much we continue going into today. Now, what I anticipate is that we'll have a double top here and be trading within this new range. So keep an eye on this. Now, of course, the Dow Jones is making all-time highs, so the quality of the dollar, the price of the dollar is actually going down. So that is what is happening right now. So we got to keep an eye on it and then just see how further the dollar could get weaker. And this is looking at the GBP USD bouncing as well. Not as strong as you can see. GBP is not as strong as the euro, but you see that it is bouncing again. USD Japanese yen, is trading at 112, receding this 114-ish level that we hit up here, hitting this double top between our previous resistance of 114-ish right here and 114.14-ish one. So let's see how much further this actually retraces and trades within this new range. I believe it will be trading within this new range. Looking at the gold bounced a little bit yesterday, but it's not really following through, okay? And that could be because of what's going on in the Dow Jones. Let's look at the Dow Jones. We're looking at a weekly chart here of the Dow Jones all-time highs, as you can see here, and we're at that level. Boom, it took it out yesterday, and we said yesterday this looks like a really tight spot. Maybe it'll come in, and it didn't. It did the exact opposite, okay? It had this little wedge formation, as you can see here, developing, and then boom, took it out on the upside, okay? That's usually what happens when you get these type of wedge formations, higher lows, lower highs, and then it just takes it out right before it. So this was very difficult to anticipate. Of course, we had Yellen testifying, and we're at all-time highs, and the market looked like it's topped out. But as you can see, it can continue going up higher. I'd like to see some continuation here as we head off towards the weekend, and as we head off into August. Now, I still believe we'll have some sort of a sell-off, between now and October, but the question is when that is actually going to happen and how that's going to happen. Looking at the DAX as well, big rally for the DAX, 12,639, finally woke up from its sleepish head and took out this 12,439. So we're back at almost resistance level here in the DAX. So just keep an eye on it to see if it does not maintain it. It might be a good short. Looking at the USD CAD, yesterday we had Bank of Canada rate decision, and very favorable news for the Canadian dollar getting much stronger, 127. Now we haven't been at 127 for quite some time, okay? February of 2016. So this has been something that has really retraced itself over the past, year out of, really depreciating to 136.95-ish level, and finally making its way back to 127. So I would anticipate some sort of a bounce somewhere around here. Just, be careful picking bottoms as we are making further, further declines in the USD versus the Canadian dollar. This means the Canadian dollar is getting stronger versus the US dollar. So, a few opportunities that come up this week, including the DAX, the Dow Jones, obviously the Euro USD, and the USD Japanese yen. This is Fred Razak at CMTrading. I want to wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.